Hey everyone, welcome back to CodeLibrary.net tutorial. In the video, I would like to talk you guys about C# programming language or object-oriented programming in C#. In C# programming, we use object-oriented programming language for clean codes that we can use code against, and we can call and use functionalities of codes by using class. OOP is making it easier for us to create the resource or class library for reusable code and making our structure of codes cleanable. C# is fully responsive because C# is hardware language that um, it perform the works with the OOPs. So now let's get started to practice object-oriented programming language that using C# program. Okay, now I can go to Visual Studio 2022 IDEs. Okay, and now we open the project. Okay, let me explain something before we start practice object-oriented programming here. Now let's introduce to object-oriented programming concept. Object-oriented programming, there are four concepts of OOP or object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming in C# is there are four main object-oriented, or we call object-oriented programming concept. Firstly is encapsulation, and the second one is abstraction and inheritance and polymorphism. Encapsulation, that something that we use to hide data when using to hide data and method inside the class. And abstraction is expose only necessary detail to hide complexities. Be example in the real world that we use machine ATM machine that only can explain how to debit or credit, or how to deposit money or input money also. Inheritance is stand for something like a create class that based on existing class, and we use the relationship between two class and more class. It's called inheritance. Another way is we call polymorphism. Polymorphism is that we make many forms of method overloading and overriding in concept of class. So in this we can practice one by one by these four concepts of OOP or object-oriented programming, that encapsulation and abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. Okay, and now let me try to create some class. Okay, the class we can create internal class that we create inside a single files. Example, I can create the class inside the program file in here. And the way you can create class inside the project. Okay, if you want to create class that stay outside or stay external the file, you can create inside the same project. You can right click on project, and you can add and you can choose class example, right? Another way, if you want to create class inside, I can say internal class, internal class. Okay, internal class here. I can say example. I can create class. I just create class with keyword class, and I can say animals such as animal. Okay, and you can write something inside class. In the class, you can write something that creates. I can explain you something when we create this class. The class that we create inside the same file we call internal class because we are not stand that alone the class outside this file. Okay, something that we write code inside the class. The class is contain some class resources that we call class member. Okay, we can call class member. What is the special and what we must to know about class member? Class member, the firstly of class member, number one is we call field. Field is something that we declare, such as a variable inside the class is we call field. When we declare variable inside class, we call field. But when we declare variable outside the class, we call variable. Okay, I can say field. Okay, field is a variable that we declare inside class. Number two, properties. Property is a special method that gets set to field values. Property is making something to field itself that describe get and set value. Okay, sometimes we can get full property that we assign a value to the field. Another is we call method. Method is a function that we declare inside the class. Okay. Another way is we call constructor. Constructor is a special method that initialize when object is created. So inside the class, there are four main components and four main special that we write something inside the class. It's content, field, property, method, and constructor. So now let me get start create a class animal. Something I can declare integer age is a field, okay, and as animal can string name as a field. Something like I can set property age that we return get and set value. Property we can write in that way. Another way is we can write property like that, such as I can say public get age, and I can say get and set because I want to make the property get and set properties. Another way I can get another properties is public string get and set to get the names. Okay, this is we call property, and this is field that we should be notify, and we use the command to explain. Something I can say public because I want to create another components or member of the class is we call function. Okay, and function, and we can say like that public animal. Public is constructor. Okay, if I want to constructor, we can use default constructor. And the ways if we can create more than one constructor like that. This simple constructor that is default because default constructor is must have one class must exist default constructor. but we can create more than one constructor inside one class. Okay, and now you can such as I can create method public void speak, and or I can say public void animal sound, because I want to make a sound something, sound to speak something. Okay, and we can say animal speak. Okay, and I can also create something like that. I can string voice, because I want to know when I make the animal, when I call this method animal sound, I can make the sound to the voice that we create inside here. So I can format string inside here. We use the string interpolation. I can say voice, because I want to return the voice here. Okay. Okay, this is a simple way that we create class. We use the class inside here. Okay. Now, I can call the class here. In order to calling and use the class, we use to create object. Okay, create object from the class, or we can create instance or new instance that we call object from the class. In order to write the statement to create object from the class, we can say name of class such as animal equal new. We use new keyword and animal. Inside here, you can use apply something inside the parameter constructor. If you are not necessary or need to use a parameter constructor, you can use only default constructor with no parameter. When we create a new instance from class, like this statement. Okay, and now I can say animal sound. Okay, can animal sound, because animal sound can like dog say bark, bark. Okay, and I can say animal names, animal dot get names. Okay, get name is equal puppies. Yes, because I want to make the name to dog puppies, animal sound bark. I can, in this way I use this object and uh, call methods inside the class is animal sound, and apply something here. And animal gets name is a property that I get property here. Okay, and now I want to write something such as a console.write line animal name, the name animal dot get names, and consoles dots write line console.write line. I can say animal sound, and inside animal sound I can call something just animal dot sound. Okay, dot animal sound right here. Okay, now you can say animal dot okay, something like requirement upon voice. Okay, something like back. Okay, okay, I can call like I can declare another one is string variable at animals sound, like here equal Again, I can try again. Animal dots, animal sounds. Okay, string values. Back. I can change to tie to I can say returns. Return voice. Okay. Okay, now I can put like that. Okay, this simple way. And there's now I can console.read lines and that to stop. Now let's get try with this example. I can start debug. Okay, you can see here animal name is Poppy and animal sound is bark. Okay, we call this we can use courage to create object and call something inside class such as a call property and call animal sound. Okay, this is a introduction to OOP and using class for create class. In the video, we see you in the second video that talking continue about four main concept of OOP such as inheritance. Okay, see you in the video with inheritance by using OOP or class and object or OOP concept in C#. Thank you. See you in the videos.